Let's talk about facts when I say that I've been here a while. Walk in my shoes, I can tell you, you won't make a mile. I am the judge and the jury, so put them on trial. Murder is foul, allow me to teach a new theory, the purpose is vile. There's no coming back, so you can eat shit with a smile. I've been in the game, ran up the bag, just to put it in the pile. Create the frame, bought up the land, now we...
It's the beast. DJ Wrexx.
Hot 93.7.
So, episode 8, that was quick. We're back, again, where we at? Number 3, subscribe, comment, whatever, click the buttons, hit them all, hit them all. For the Record Podcast, we got my man, The Beast.
That would be me.
DJ Wrexx, Hot 93.7.
That would be me.
Yeah. That would be you.
Uh-huh.
I like where this going right here.
Man.
I like, I like
yeah.
the
I'm ready.
I like where this going right here.
Before I came in, right?
So I'm going to need you on this one right here.
They were like, yo, who you got coming in tonight? I said, Wrexx. It's like, oh, yo, he had a mix on today. I said, midday? Yeah.
Crazy.
Midday. I missed it. I'm sorry. Apparently you're midday.
You miss a lot.
I do. I'm gonna tell you how bad Wrexx would be like, yo, I'm sending you a shout out on your birthday. I missed the shout out.
Crazy.
I'm like,
Every year for like 15 years, 20 years.
every year.
It's terrible.
But
You're terrible.
You know what? It's always like, it's like when you just get tired of watching a Bulls game with Jordan because you know Jordan's gonna go crazy. I just know how perfect his mixes are gonna be, so I just stopped listening.
Wow. Right. Appreciate that.
That's just the facts.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
going back to listening to the radio just because of
Hey, my man.
because I was done.
That's
Talking about that, radio's coming back. It was dying for a while.
I was done.
Is it coming
The
back with
internet-
DJs
no,
or is that shit coming back with that program?
Yeah, they need to let y'all come back as real DJs.
Well,
You know what I'm
Wrexx,
saying?
you are. That's what I must say. You get busy on your own.
No, I appreciate that.
You get busy on your own. Like
Now,
you ain't-
I mean,
who?
Are you a vinyl DJ, Serato? I mean, I do both. Which way?
This is like a rude question.
This is no. This is a real
that's
question.
a real DJ.
I know. I'm just saying. I know.
Let me see.
I know. But I want everybody else to know.
All of these are for the record, Wrexx.
I know. I need everybody else to
for the
know.
record.
For the
You're
record.
right.
I've seen Wrexx DJ. So it's
In a perfect world, yes, I use Serato. At the station, I do use the turntables with records because I'm a little bit older than some of y'all. Not you.
definitely
though.
older than
Not
us.
you.
Yo, this
You just got better just
Yo.
for men's subscription. That's it. That's it. Outside of that, no.
That's why he gives you a shout
yo.
every year
That's
on
what that
his
shit
birthday,
is?
because he knows.
That's what that shit.
That's crazy.
Just for me.
I try not to so as we get older, sometimes we don't want to accept the new things, new technology.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to just keep my mouth shut and try them out. You know what I'm saying? So on occasion, I do use CDJs. I use controllers, but when I can, on that vinyl. You know what I'm saying? There's no feeling like it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's smart to do that though. You got to use the new stuff too because
You have to.
You have to. You better adapt. You know what I'm saying? Or be a dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And people will say vinyl's making a comeback. I mean,
It actually is though.
It is.
Yeah,
I
know
know
it
it
is.
going nowhere, man. I don't think vinyl is ever
it's
going
doing that complete 360 where you go in stores now and you see them selling vinyl and they're selling all these different record players. I mean, you go digging into crates in the city and some of these spots. I mean, you find a lot of gems. One of the things that I always loved about you is the knowledge that you have about the music, period, is you can take it back and play something from the original sample of what these dudes are sampling and using now. And people be like, oh, nah, that's, Biggie used that first or Lil Baby used that first. And you'll be like, nah, it didn't happen that way. It happened, it started here, and that's always like, I don't think I've ever really heard anybody really match it up like that.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because I could ask you guys this question. So I like to do a thing every couple of weeks called "Who Did It Better." Take the same beat, just different artists. And I always say it's not a competition; it's a personal thing. But OGs always say the original is always better because without the original, you can't do the other one. But I don't think that's true all the time.
I'm trying to think of
Because if you think,
give me an example, and
Actually,
Because
no, I'll agree with you.
Rolling with the original.
I'm going to agree with you.
Even if he give you, go.
So just think about like being a musician, right? If you're going to do a remix, the objective of making a remix is to make it better.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Then now that's the plan. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's an artist I saw right now, Blast.
I like Blast.
Okay, so a couple of Blast songs.
Rapper?
He raps and kind of sings.
Drake type shit.
Yeah.
He's not Drake, but he
Not-
makes
not
good
Drake,
music.
But he's dope.
right.
But if you check out Blast, Blast has a song that Donnell Jones created.
Okay.
He has a song that Case created. He used the Faded Pictures, I think it was, from Case, and he redid it and just put his little spin on it. It's dope. It's almost dope, or maybe doper than the original song.
But are we talking about the original, or are we talking about the?
Oh no, I'm just talking
You
about.
go into those crate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The crate original.
Yeah, if you go back to where that
Well,
sample originally came from, that may be another story.
Right.
So basically, what you're saying is, as we get up in age, there's the original, then somebody made the beat, and then somebody made it again. That's what you're
There's
saying.
about 3 or 4 of them joints.
this
But we're
is
talking
a
about
remix.
that initial. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he snatched that sample from.
But
What's up?
I want to know Rex's rating on Harlow. It's not the oldest sample, but this one is Black Eyed Peas. Are you doing any justice?
What's the question?
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
First class.
Man, listen.
I like Jack Harlow.
Listen.
I like Jack Harlow.
I'm kind of not impressed, but
Listen. I'm for the record, right? Are we 100 on this thing?
We're a million.
20 on that.
Okay. All right. So
Hell yeah.
So this isn't for y'all, but I'm just saying. Typically in hip hop, we don't really accept the white rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Facts. Okay.
But Jack Harlow's here to stay, man.
I like Jack Harlow, man.
He like 5 records in there. You kind of like,
Yeah.
I want to deny him, but I can't.
Yeah.
all right. Let me tell you where I stand.
Uh-oh.
I'll
not
wait
denying-
for it.
I'm-
Wait
no, no,
for
no, no, no,
it.
It's gonna be good. I'm not
He
saying
says it's gonna be good. This
is
nigga
what I'm
kinda
saying.
crazy.
This is what I'm saying. All right. So you got Eminem, right?
Yep.
Undeniably, that dude is nice.
He's
You
in
know
my
what I'm
top
saying?
5. I don't give a fuck
care
what
I
nobody
think.
talking
I
about.
don't care how I feel.
That's unfair.
That man is nice.
What's
You know what I'm
unfair?
saying?
That's unfair.
Hold on.
He's
What's
nice.
unfair?
But when
unfair.
they
We'll get back
start
to that.
when they start to make it seem like he's the best lyricist ever, I start to like frown on that. I'm not trying to hear it.
M?
Like I'm not trying to hear
All right,
it.
you're
People
not-
be like, yo, he's the best lyricist. Like, yo, nobody in the world could mess with Eminem, and I'm like, stop it.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
let me ask you.
And I
Go.
think it's
Let me let you
because
go.
he's white though. He got the skill. Don't get it twisted. He got the skills in that. Stan might be one of the best songs. That's one of my top 5 favorite
That's a
songs.
well-written
period.
record.
You know what I'm saying? Like, period. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, I just don't like when they try to take it too far. It's like, all right, you're good, but you're not the best.
What
I'm
is
sorry.
what is
You can't-
that's how I'm about to say. All right.
can't
So
be
with
the
me,
best.
this is how I be looking at a lot of shit. It's like, who's the best, bro? There's no best, bro. You could sit here and debate all who's the best, but there's really no who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas. No, it's multiple artists out there that are at a certain level. If I had to go with a classic from my time, top 5, I wouldn't give you no order, but Eminem is definitely in that shit, bro.
See,
I'm not gonna
but
say
but
that.
all right, if somebody had to say
Why
top,
wouldn't you say that?
because
Because he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Because if
He's
somebody-
not
I
what
can think
though?
of
He's not a lyricist?
No. He's not the best lyricist in my mind.
you could
know
tell
what I'm
you,
saying?
you
In my
could
point of view.
you could tell he's serious about it because he got the vein coming out. He's serious about it. He got the vein coming out.
In every
Put
debate,
the glasses.
there has
Put
to
the
be a
glasses
referee.
away. Don't turn this into Housewives of Atlantic throwing glasses and shit.
I'm not throwing nothing. I'm just showing
Go. I want to hear what you gotta
So
say.
there has to be a referee in these
Right,
debates.
right. Who better than the Beast?
Right. So
Yeah, got it.
Hey,
make sure you edit that to make it the muscle look bigger too. By the way, all right, so that's not funny, AB. So listen,
we could do that.
listen. So
You need to get Premiere Pro out.
I always like to say, you can't That's all personal opinion who your favorite is.
Exactly.
That's why you can't tell somebody who they
point. Exactly.
I never said, yo, you shouldn't have Eminem in your top.
True.
I'm talking about me.
You sounded like it though.
Yeah, right.
It was close.
Right.
No.
As a whole.
Because there is an undertone. There is.
Okay.
Don't give me that undertone shit, Cotty.
I'm sorry. Listen, I apologize to whoever I'm about to offend.
Oh, God.
When you gotta put
Disclaimer right here. Whatever you said is his thoughts only. Where the camera at? It's him.
These are
God.
my thoughts.
Him right here.
No, leave the shades on.
No. Listen, he can't. A white person cannot be the top of hip hop. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. It's not a race thing. It's just listen because I'm telling you, we give up so much. They take so much from us. You can't keep giving it up. I'm sorry. And I really believe that. Like I'm not lying to myself. Like Eminem's better than everybody. I'm gonna give him the props because he's white. No,
you know
and
he's serious.
Eminem will word you to death. He gonna give you 5 and 5, 17 times shit, all that.
Right.
And he killed his mom 3 times too.
Yeah.
He's not connecting. He's like, strudel, poodle, and doodle, and all that. It's easy for him to do that. Like it's kind of like cheating. He could say any word he want and put it anywhere he want, and it's gonna work. These dudes like Lupe Fiasco and them are really like pounding you with real content.
All right.
You gotta go back later and listen to it. Be like.
I just think it's.
I just said that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of.
So let's take it there. Let's take it there.
Sorry.
Jay and Eminem.
What's the question?
The record.
Oh, embody them. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I hate to say it.
I didn't know Jay.
Renegade?
Styles P is my all-time favorite. All time.
He did Jay
is my bro.
But he got it. When
You know what I mean?
doing all
Next
that,
in line.
Take a bath with the Catholics and put me water in the mother. They try to hold me under longer. That's crazy. Like I'm a motherfucking psycho.
Here's where I am.
Like he's raw. Don't get it twisted. I can't take it from him.
Here's where I am on top fives. Like I just think that is. I don't want to say disrespectful, but I'm just like there's so much. I mean, you have your Kanes, your Coogee Raps.
I don't think I could
your
really have
Scarfaces.
I said M was in my top 5, but I don't think I can have a top 5. I love music too much.
Already.
It's impossible to say.
M in front of them, like they're crazy.
You know what? You know what it is.
You know what? That's what I'm saying. I don't think I could naturally have a top 5.
You can't. You can't say top 5, top 10. That's just it doesn't apply anymore. Top 5, top 10. It doesn't apply anymore. It's putting pressure where pressure doesn't need to be put because there's too many different people to even fill up your top 5.
Right. So that's why I only argue about track and field. You gotta want a faster time. If you want the fastest time on that clock, you the baddest man in the world. You want to go? What you want me to do?
Shout out to Cryphus.
What do you want me to do?
Shout out to Cryphus.
Oh my God.
Yo, listen.
We have a new sponsor, Cryphus.
I got
Listen, this right here. I like this.
Yeah, this time he acting like this. It's because of you, man.
Oh my
God. He's definitely out of character today.
No, I am not out of character.
He's definitely out of character today.
Is this in storage yet?
No, it's not in storage yet. It's exclusive, but that's for you to take home. Man.
Yeah, but how could people
We're about
get
to
this
bust
right
that.
here?
We got to bust this one.
No, we gotta let them take that home. We already busted.
We're gonna get more.
Shout out to the sponsor. We'll get more.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll make sure Rex get more.
Rex.
So
Is that okay, Rex?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. We'll make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some of that. I need that. You gotta support the people.
Well, you can't buy it. That's the thing. We're exclusive here, Rex. We're gonna get you a bottle. You wanna let them know?
I know you.
We can't. We good. We got you.
So y'all named, y'all was like Biggie, Jay. Y'all named a few M. Wanna get in my car? I'd rather listen to Black Moon.
Oh, I heard you.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard you.
I'm there with you.
So,
and I feel like anybody that responds to me, I think y'all know where I'm going with this. I'm like, I don't smoke no more. But when I was high, the lyrics was even different. It was crazy. You feel me? Y'all was what Buck was doing.
Buckshot was crazy.
Yo, Buckshot with the beat miners.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, if you think about it, that whole original camp. From Black Moon to Helter Skelter to Smith & Wesson.
I used to think Buckshot was talking to me. Yo, that's how I stopped smoking. Oh my yo.
Let me ask you this, Rex. Like,
definitely got to talk me.
At what point did you actually start like DJing? Like, where did that DJ journey begin for you?
I'm gonna tell you where it really began. So, DJing is like in my family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you know, my family from Jamaica, so they idea of DJing and the DJ was the pull up. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? So everybody had a big sound system. You know what I'm saying? Like my uncle, my father, my grandfather used to move a system in an 18-wheeler. They used to go battle people, like pull an 18-wheeler all day. Ladders, building box to top, right? So I was doing, I did the same thing. Doing the same thing, but like I still wasn't there yet. So then I got in the greatest situation of all times. There was an event called Authentic First Friday. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people end up biting off that when they start seeing what kind of money came in. You know what I'm saying? Because people like exclusive things. You know what I'm saying? So I was the young boy that had a lot of speakers. I owned a box truck. I could move everything, right? So this guy Mark Fuller was flying from Chicago, do these events. I was a sound guy. And I got to sit next to all of y'all favorite DJs from out of New York City. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Kid Capri, Mr. C, you know what I'm saying, Ace, like a lot of Biz Markie, a lot of people. I didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? So one day I'm talking to C and he was like, yo, let me tell you something, Rex. The art to DJing is knowing where your records are and knowing the speeds of your records. I went home in the middle of the night and changed everything around, and DJing changed. That from that very second, it just became a different. I listen to music differently. When other people listen to the song, like, oh, I know the words of the song. I don't know the words of the song. I hear all the breaks. I'm like, I could come in right here. This is the part that get them hyped. You know what I'm saying? Right. And just became a different game for me. Like I started learning how to control a crowd that way. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like a lot of people don't understand that. Some records you can play too long and kill your crowd. Yeah. Some records you gotta let play. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How do you feel the transition, like from when you first started DJing in crowds and clubs, then their response to like now? Like, is it different now? Because the tempos are different now. Everything. I mean, this is again my opinion for the record. Everything sounds the same. The tempos are all the same. They're all interchangeable, and it's just the music now just doesn't have the same soul and feeling of some of the older stuff. You know what I mean? So like, is the club response the same nowadays as it used to be?
Not at all. So going back to the feel, you buy an album back in the day, right? You listen to the album. We all subconsciously did this. We're like, I want to hear this joint in the club. This my ride in the car joint right here.
Right.
This my working out joint.
Right.
And like you took an album apart how you wanted, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, the chick joint.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm gonna circle back to like
Joe was making mixtapes for his girls. Tender Love started every one of them for some reason. We don't know why. Tender Love on every mixtape.
So back in the day, you went to a party, you built the party. You know what I'm saying? Like you be like, it's a bunch of ladies and we're gonna play some R&B, but we want them to drink to make the club money. So you just keep it easy, right? Then you get to another time, you look at it like, all right, I need somebody on the dance floor, two-stepping, but the fellas need to keep drinking. You know what I'm saying? Then when the alcohol kicks in, a lot of times you use a reggae record, gets them going, and that's what it shows. Game time, and the bar didn't really make no money because unless they got tired. You know what I'm saying? Now everything goes literally. So a song that you just listen to in your basement smoking weed, somebody will say in the club now.
Really?
You don't gotta worry about transitions. You just gotta yell on the mic, anything.
That's it.
The sky is brown, and just drop a record, and that's it.
Now, when you come,
so that's where my frustration comes in, because DJing is an art form, like a lot of things that we do, and we know, especially we're talking hip hop. So hip hop is definitely art, and I feel like the younger generation it's lost now. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the art to entertaining people. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the business. Like, I'm trying to make the club money. I'm trying to make you dance. I'm trying to mess up your weave. You know what I'm saying? That's important. You want to track you need somebody to track the fall out that night. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting that you said that. I was just about to ask you, how are you adjusting to the new age music? Because Go ahead. Let me hear what your thoughts are as a DJ, because if you had to ask me, you know, we talked about this a couple times. I just, like, a lot of people say it's trash, and you know we go back and forth. I don't think it's trash though, bro. I think it's.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's, you know,
It's art. I mean, it's all art.
Think about when we came
not
up
trash,
though. Like the older people in front of us, when we was out listening to music, they was like, "Yo, that shit y'all listen to, it's trash."
It's
You know
trash.
what I mean?
Yep.
If it's not the OJs, it's trash.
We're older now, so it's like everybody looking like it's trash. I love music. I don't really think it's trash though.
But here's the thing. It's almost to the point where this generation now is listening to this stuff and going, I'd rather hear Black Moon. Yeah. Or I'd rather hear this. Because now, if you think about it, the lyricism is coming back around.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So
you just made us take a hard left secretly.
I'm gonna hard lefts.
I'm gonna ask you. So okay, this is why I went left. TikTok is brought back those old records. Like no matter what your color is, you young, you like kids are like, could I hear Poison? Could I hear this record, that record, right? But I was listening to a debate the other day that was like, is TikTok ruining record labels?
They need.
Is that the death of record labels? And I don't know the answer to that.
That's very interesting.
For me,
here's a debate. Like, and that's a good thing that you said that. Now I don't know if you guys are aware of it. There's been several artists that have spoken out lately because the record labels won't release their new music until they go viral somehow on TikTok. Wow. Like the record labels are seriously holding their music hostage and saying, okay, you know what we need to do, create a viral moment for you on TikTok before we release this. And if you don't do that, we're not going to put this out.
Kill the record labels then. If they gotta die, they gotta die. Because they choke creativity out of it. Bro.
Nah, that's not what they're saying though, bro.
What you mean?
Is it this?
It's that.
Respectfully, I don't think that's what they're saying. See, there's like, think about like the TLC movie, right? And I know you can relate to what I'm saying. Yes. Like there was like we
like TLC.
No.
You get into that shit, right?
Yeah. So basically, they was like, we're TLC, and we got our first check and it was $20. Well, everybody in this room knows that most artists is broke.
Right. Why?
Joe? No.
Why?
Why
are they broke?
They broke.
Why?
I'm just talking regular life.
Like why? Like what?
No. I'm talking about. We're not even talking before you even get a deal. We're talking about just in life. Most people, like a lot of people don't want to be artists. Are like, I don't want to work. I'm an artist. I'm working on my craft. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about the deal dudes. I'm talking about people who sign the deals and are looking like
when you sign a deal, you're broke.
No. But this, I'm gonna explain why. So you're broke. You want me to make you into a star? What do you want? I want a tour bus. I want pyrotechnics. I want the civic centers. All of that. So I'll give you whatever you want.
Right.
You can get paid after I get my money back.
Right.
Yeah.
You wanted that, and that's what nobody's saying. So these people are like, yo, I don't have any money. Somebody's put up the money. This is not personal. This is business. Right. I gotta get my money back because a lot of people lose money. Did you say earlier? Lost money on a particular artist that you're never gonna get back. Right. There's a lot of people that lose money on artists.
And you know what? I'm glad you broke it down like that.
So okay.
I feel you.
So that's why going back to when record labels are like, you got to put something on TikTok. You got to help us push you to make, so we all can make money.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of artists is like, I heard my song on the radio one time. My mom made it. No, you didn't. That was the beginning of working.
Yeah. And here's
the artist got to work too.
Here's the thing. Like, here's the thing for me personally, and like you know this. From getting into this business when I first started until now, I've always managed to navigate around that whole entire thing, because my thing was, I don't necessarily need the labels. I don't necessarily need the radio. You know, I enjoy the radio. I obviously want it because it'll further the thing. But I think as artists, we just get into this box of saying we need the radio, we need the labels, we need all that different stuff. I never did that. We always maintain control of
Those
what we
are not
created.
working artists. Those are not artists who are as wise
Well,
as you.
thinking artists.
And
You know what I
Rex,
mean?
Like my point is, all right. I said labels should die. All right. I probably killed any deal I would ever get because I don't care. But I hear where you're coming from. But okay, so explain to me these stories of people just getting jerked by the label. Like they're just losing so much money, they getting charged for towels and all this weird stuff. Like all this weird stuff that's going on that's keeping them broke. Like,
But see,
what is that?
bro, that shit is not weird though, bro. It's nothing weird about it. What we tend to not do is understand our contracts.
There we go.
So you understand what I'm saying? There's nothing weird about it. Like when you sign these shits, it's telling you, like Rex just said, if you sign to my label and I give you $1 million, we got a whole sheet that said where that $1 million should be going and what you should be doing. And now if you go and you buy a Bentley and a dirt bike and a house, that's what you do with it. You feel what I'm saying? But then you can't come back to us and say, why my album not out? Because we just gave you $1 million to go get DJ Wrexx and go get everybody else to produce your shit. And now you looking for somebody to go and put more money. It's not going to happen like that. See, a lot of people that come from the streets, they deal with these labels and shit like they homeboy relationships.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They think they could do the label like they do their man. Hood shit and business shit is different.
It's not the
A
same.
lot of these rappers come from the hood. They get these labels and they sign to these labels and they say to themselves, you know what? I got this $1 million I'm on. And you still flossing for the motherfuckers local. It's time to go global. And only to do that, you got to use your mindset, bro. You understand what I'm saying? When you spend all that money in the hood, that's where you're going to be at. That's where your money at.
Bro, I hear you. Like people do make bad money decisions, but I'm saying the contracts themselves are set up.
They're not.
Bro,
Khaled, I hear what you're
be,
saying.
like,
Listen,
gotta be.
Khaled, listen. Let me ask you something. I understand what you're saying, right? You're a rapper. I had an independent label. If you came and you signed to me, you know what somebody told me before? A lawyer told me. He said, you know what a contract is? A contract ain't nothing but an agreement with what I put on paper. You agree to that and you sign that.
True.
It's nothing wrong with that.
True.
Nothing wrong with that. You gotta know whether to sign that paper or not.
But if you got stuff hidden in that contract, and
It's nothing hidden in it. What did you read in that contract that was hidden? If you read it, it wasn't hidden.
And
See, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
a
Bro.
different
People not digging into their.
If you need a lawyer to read it, then that's not for the average man to be reading and understanding.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact too.
So if you word it or how can I put it? Like with all these magical
But
words.
if I'm
in there
giving
that
you $1
don't
million,
understand.
you go pay that lawyer to make sure you got the right contract, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying people don't make bad money decisions. I'm saying it's just a setup, and it's so obvious because you got these stories like TLC got $20 for waterfalls. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's definitely. I mean,
it's something in there. Like it's something in there that ain't
it's
right.
always.
But the crazy thing is that like I know that somebody like you, nobody can pull the wool over your eyes. So you have to understand that in any negotiation, somebody throws a number out to see what they expect you to come back. Some people don't have any money, so somebody's like, "I'll give you 250 for signing." I ain't biting on that. I know you. I know nobody else you're biting for that. It's been 250 on Henny. You know what I'm saying?
True, true. Like I said, it could be a right
Rex
way
has
to
a
do
250 Henny budget. Let's
But
just so you know.
Henny budget check.
250 Henny budget.
But I'm just saying. But some people be so
right.
excited. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. Think about not to bring up this guy, but think about R. Kelly. There's family people giving their kids away like for the record deal. Like they was even 250. It was like. My daughter actually, she's tender.
Right.
She's juicy. Just sign my daughter.
Crazy.
Rex, I felt like some other charges should have been brought up. Like you delivering
That's
your kid
crazy.
to this guy.
Well, he did deliver. Like
That was foul. Like that was foul.
the mom's shoulder was on his neck. Yeah.
Like I always felt like that.
Rex, for you, like for being on the radio and just doing amazing during the midday workout, like seriously, like when I do listen, I gotta say that. I'm just keeping it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That was like so rude. That was like, I have 3 black friends.
We've already established that I'm the rude one here. We've already established that I'm rude.
Okay.
But when I do listen, you're always killing the midday workout. So it's for I guess my question is for the local. And I hate to use that word, local artists. I hate to use that word. For the independent artists that are coming. Because my thing has always been like, everything has always started with the DJ. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a DJ, I'm the rapper. Right. Eric B, Rockin', Jazzy Jet, French Prince. You know, it's always been the DJ that's always broken the new music. So being in your position on 93.7, are you getting the quality? Are you getting the sound that you need to move forward with possibly, you know, getting some of these artists played? I know there's a handful of artists that's played local, independently. You know, but is the quality
well locally fit right there? Because you get in your state, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right. But you're right.
Is there quality?
The problem is that Connecticut didn't have a commercial radio station until 93.7, hip hop station. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so people that live here, once the station came, they're like, "Well, I'm an artist, gotta play my music."
Right.
Commercial radio is set up for commercial records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's just like people don't understand. Like this is all like science. Like scientifically, air quotations. People listen to the radio for 10 to 15 minutes at a time. And when you get in your car and you turn the radio on, you want to hear a song that you know. Mm-hmm. If not, you turn it back off. Right? So that's how you live your life.
Right.
Radio's great. If you're a barber, a truck driver, a hairdresser, you listen to radio all the time, you play the same records all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then, look, like independent artists are like, why are you not playing my records? It's like, you don't understand. This is not for you. This is
for the,
you know what I'm saying?
Set up as a commercial station.
So in Connecticut, as much as people won't agree with this, they're lucky to have Buck. Like in our meetings, Buck is always like, "Who's the hottest artist? Get him on the air." You know what I'm saying? Like right now, he was like this week. Ty Henny. He's from out here, right? Yeah. He was like, "Yo, that's my man."
Shout out to Ty Henny.
Right. Yeah, shout out to Ty Henny.
Yeah. Like he was like, "Yo, Ty got a hot record. Play his record." You know what I'm saying? A few weeks ago it was Don COP. It's always somebody.
Shout out to Don COP.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's a producer. I can't think of the producer that made Chill Shump.
Yeah, Chill Shump.
You know what I'm saying? And people are always like, they don't support. How many can we support? This is not for you. Buck is trying to create space for people where he can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The people that you just mentioned, you know, Don, Ty Henny, Chill, I mean, they all come with quality.
And they work hard.
And they work
hard. Respectfully, they kind of work harder than the rest. I'm not saying other people don't work hard, but
they do.
That's fit. I didn't say that.
What's the avenue?
He works.
What's the correct avenue for that though? You know, because like we say, we can drive through Atlanta. I've drove through places like South Carolina, North Carolina, and you hear shit that you never heard up here because people are like, yo, my cousins is like, yo, that's so and so he from down here. He the hottest motherfucker out here. He the hot, you know what I mean? You don't hear that shit. I'll never forget. Years ago, I'll never forget, and this is why I really tapped into some shit, was when my sister and them had came from Atlanta. And they was like, oh, it's a song down there they playing. Everybody going crazy in the club. But I didn't know that shit.
Right.
A year later, you know what that song was? From the window to the wall.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit went crazy here.
You gotta sing the rest of it. To the sweat drip down your balls.
Right.
That's an important piece of the song.
Now we gotta go.
Yeah. Balls salty for no reason.
Right. I was like, fuck that part right there. They get it? No, but
we gotta go.
I'm just saying though, it's like, I would like to know, it's because it's interesting what you just said, man, because I never heard it put like that, Rex. You know what I mean? And it just made me think like, what's the correct avenue for the local artist though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
The independent artist.
So you know.
Shout out to you though, because really quick, as far as independent artists, I do want to give you a shout out. I mean, because the first time I've heard one of my artists on a major label was because of you, bro, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice.
And because of you, bro, because you made that happen.
Hey man, that's what I do.
You know, I still play that
both.
joint. Like
You
every
do?
holiday, I still play that joint.
I
And he never once said, "I love DJ Wrexx, but I don't care."
It's all right. He's a different person. I love DJ Wrexx, and I appreciate you.
I don't know what just happened.
We talking Kendall?
Yeah.
It's like some
Nah,
type
that
of
boy-
bonding
that
thing
boy
going on
talented.
right
He's
now. I have
talented.
no
Yeah,
idea.
he's no longer my artist though.
He's talented though.
Yeah, he is
But I'm
talented.
only saying that because I heard you say earlier. That
Right.
You
you
know
still
what?
wish him the best.
You know what? Whatever. I got a new record.
he got a
I got a
new-
new
he got a
record
new
with
record.
Kendall
He got a new
called
record with
Addiction,
Kendall.
coming out May 31st.
I don't have. Listen.
It is what it is.
Let me tell y'all something.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm in a great
Everybody's
place.
plugging
I'm
each
in
other.
a great place in life, man. I want everybody to be successful.
I heard you.
For the record, Kendall, you owe me a ton of fucking money. Wow. Yeah, this is for the record, but
And you what camera you on? And you rightfully owe the money.
right.
So I'm just saying.
But I wish him the best. I wish you guys.
That's a bad man.
I can't wish him bad, and you guys got to sing
I
together.
don't know what just happened. But
That's-
Kendall, for the record, if you need me to pay it, I will pay him.
Oh shit! Kendall, call me later. We gonna work something.
Mama, we made it!
Yeah, shit. We gonna work something. He gonna pay it. He can pay it. That's what I do know.
Ew!
How about me and you talk, and then you know how we do.
No.
We'll make something happen.
You know, one thing.
So-
go ahead. Go ahead.
So, one of my problems I have is that I'm trying to think of the year. I can't think of the year. I want to say 93, maybe. 93. No. You're 92, 93. This whole state was 203, right?
Yeah.
All right, everybody agree? You from here, right?
And then it went to 860.
So then they ran out of phone number somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but they did. So they drew a line. It was like
The separation.
if you here 203 or you here you 860, right?
Right.
As soon as that happened, I don't like you. If you from the other
You're
side of the
absolutely right.
line,
The separation. You're absolutely right. You
and I'm just
absolutely right.
so he could. So I want to get this right. So he could rap,
Right.
but because he on the cusp
Right.
here,
Right.
I'm not messing with him.
Right.
Right.
We can curse, right?
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
You know what I said last time. Somebody.
Yeah,
and
don't
he,
do
he
that.
called me.
Don't do that.
Go Rex. Just finish talking, man.
You can curse though.
So my frustration is like, and I want to say, I thought it was the first DJ, and this is not even a fact. I think it is, but I can't prove it. It was the first DJ. When I started radio. When I started radio, it only did holidays. It was a fill-in DJ, so the full-time DJs could take a break. Okay? Then my first shift was midnight to 3. And even though it was offered to me, my man Playtime, shout out to Playtime.
Shout out to Playtime.
We got hired together, but they gave me the job. I'm like, yo, listen. Why don't you let us alternate so my man can get some shine too?
Nice.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Me and Playtime did that, but Playtime was Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He's flying over the country doing parties. I'm like, all right, I'll try to help you. Get out my way.
You got a whole nother lane.
Playtime.
Yeah.
You can try to sucker punch me, but
It's usually camera 3, but that's camera 2 today, right?
Camera 2 is hot.
Yeah, too.
So then, midnight at 3, I'm on with G Money. I'm like, G, we gotta support Connecticut artists, right? I made it my duty to play at 3 hours. Every hour, play different artists. Then within 2 years, I went to 10 to midnight with Reg. Me and Reg sat down. We was like, yo, every show we're gonna play 2 Connecticut artists, and we was doing this for a long time. Right. You know what I'm saying? And along with that, we shot out people that was locked up. And like, I want to pick on the company, because we don't work for that same company, but I got a call saying, we don't think you should shout out people locked up, because obviously you locked up for a reason. And I feel you, but you still, if you shot up a school, you should probably die too. I'm on record. That's all me. That's not them. That's me.
That's a
Right?
fact. That's me too. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
We're all there.
I'm with him
We're
on
all
that.
there.
No, I'm not around for that.
Huh?
Some things not around for.
I'm not around for it, so we're gonna go to war together, right?
There's some things. Won't we need the police?
Definitely don't.
You
Police
shoot the
ourselves.
fool. What you the police for? We got this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother.
It is a different topic.
That's a
But
whole
I'm not
nother different
backing
show.
down
No.
for that.
Go
I'm not backing
ahead.
down.
We didn't get back to that. That's a whole
we
nother different
could if you
show.
want.
I know you're feeling that your cup is in your fucking chair.
The gentleman Jack's life.
Yeah,
That's all good. It's all good.
Yo, why I never seen a man on this
you like
podcast with their cup
Diet
in their
gentleman's
chair.
Jack.
Because I was involved with the conversation.
And you put your cup in your chair.
I cut my.
Oh. Whoa. What?
I see the conversation. I don't know what the.
You know the sing? You know the sing?
Do I know how to sing?
Yeah, right.
You like your 90s R&B singer though. Yeah. One of the girls like, yeah, he just see the chocolate. Like, he nice.
Circles around.
Yo,
Yo, listen, my girl can't go nowhere near you.
Circles around a nigga like, I'm rapping shit out of this shit.
I can't say no.
I was mid-sentence somewhere. I don't want to
No, I mean, let's bring it
let's
back.
get back.
Where we at? Where was that?
Crazy.
I forgot where we was at.
We all over the place.
I don't
Just
know
for the
what
record.
That's
man.
all. That's all good.
But so anyway, so going back to radio. So
The separation.
the separation, yeah.
I've been with supporting Connecticut artists.
Right.
So that's why, like, by the grace of God, when they're attacking the station, I never get attacked.
No, they ain't attacking you.
They'll never. And now I'm in the midday. People are really like, "Yo, why you play my joint?" Like, well, I'm in the midday.
Right.
I'm in the where we got McDonald's spending $1 million a year for advertising. So
Yeah.
when I got in radio, I was digging in the crates. You know what I'm saying? You know how we rubbed them records. You know what I'm saying? But then I learned the business. If you notice, I only play whatever genre I'm playing. I only play the hot records. So if you in the store, I'm like, I'm turning this off.
Right.
Now every once in a while I go left, but if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all the way left because if you turn the radio off, you already turned it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but typically, I work for a business and I'm trying to be a businessman, so I do what I gotta do. But like, I miss night radio because I miss supporting local artists because like it means a lot. It's hard. Like, I'll tell you a story. 7th grade, my best friend's name was Zambi, right? So we at the bus stop. It's raining, and he called himself a rapper. So he was like, "I'm writing a song." I'm like, "It's easy to rap." He said, "No, it's not." He like, "I'll give you till Monday. You write a rap, I'm gonna write a rap." Say no more. Yeah, fuck with me.
Right.
You met me?
Right.
Oh, Rex.
Have you met me?
Were you Rex then, or were you DJ?
No.
You were just
regular.
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 Joey.
I just spoke differently then. So Monday came. I haven't taken the bus to school.
You didn't have your single ready?
Wait, you
No. Now this the worst. That is the worst part. 33 years later, I still don't got a record ready. That's not even a joke. Yo, listen, I could write 2 bars. Yeah. That's it. My first 2 lines.
Fire.
You said that?
Mike Tyson
After
shit.
that,
You're done.
He got the Mike
one hit
Tyson
wonder.
bars.
I mean,
No, it's a real story.
people think writing an actual record like is easy. Like, I just put these 2 words together. There's a lot that goes into it. You know, that's why you have a guy like Kendrick Lamar who will take his time because you got the structure. You want to constantly hit people over the head with just bars and fluctuation. It's a structure.
When
to
I
it.
was young,
It's a
I wanted to
pattern.
do the rap. All the rappers that was around me and shit. I wanted to do the rap shit, but I ain't gonna front on you. I thought I was dope, but I thought rapping wasn't for me because of the time it took to write verses.
Right.
I was like, it's taking me too long. Like, rappers probably getting busy.
But what's tricky about it, to me, is it could be a song in 20 minutes or a song in like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends. You know what I'm saying?
Like I heard Lil Wayne said it took him like 5 months to get 2 lines.
Yeah,
It does.
He said because he said so much shit.
But think about that. That's exactly the reason why I respect all talent. If you could make a song, if you could complete a song,
Right.
whether it be good or bad, you completed a song. and somebody liked it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Somebody somewhere, it might just be your mother.
Right.
Somebody liked it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a real thing, though. You feel me?
Right. Nah, that's a fact.
It's crazy. I've had songs that I was like, you know what? This is gonna be the greatest song in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's gonna love this song. You know what I'm saying? I took like 3 months on this song. This is gonna be I'm it.
Was it trash?
And nothing happened with it.
Yeah. But when you say nothing happened with it, what do you mean?
Nothing happened with it on my level of
Right.
what I should think should happen with it. I thought that everyone should love it and that I should get hugs by the world.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, nah, it don't work like that.
But in the
For
same
the record,
but
it don't work like that.
But
Not for that song.
But in the same sense, a song like Going to 60 Seconds took us a half hour to make.
Right.
And then it ends up on Stomp the Yard.
Or the Medea shit.
There we go.
Or the Medea shit. Or the Tyler Perry stuff takes us.
You had a song on Stomp the Yard?
What?
That was for the camera.
Don't do
that. Was for the camera.
So, you know, but
you need me for that?
It just thank you.
For the record,
it goes.
Yeah, the song on Stomp the Yard.
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. His
Part two. Yeah. We're gonna run it down. We're gonna run it down.
No. His resume is so fucking long with TV.
Yeah, listen. No serious.
What's up?
His resume 12 years ago was better than anybody's ever met him.
Yo,
I don't know what he did since then, but then I'll pull up an old email from 12 years ago that nobody could touch.
12 years ago.
That's a fact. That's a fact, though.
You make sure I'm
Why
right.
is he making me sound old right now?
Bro, you are always the oldest.
You're not signed to no label, right?
No.
See, and this man is not signed. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Label guys. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say label guy? Hold on. I was the head of the fucking label. I was the one that was giving you those contracts that you didn't like. No. If I was an artist, I would be independent. I had no choice. I wasn't an artist.
Bro, so why when I was talking bad about the labels, you guys like, yo, man, that's his opinion.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Jerking the artist in that.
No. It's not about.
Mic drop.
We can go back to that. We can go back to that, bro. But it's not about. It's about paying attention and reading your contract.
Bro, I hear you, but like I said, if the language is law language, like come on, like how you gonna understand that?
I think
right now, if somebody came to us and was like, "Yo, if Barstool, what up, Barstool? We, you know what I mean? If Barstool came to us right now and was like, "Yo, we got a deal," we gonna look at that contracts and we gonna get the proper lawyers. And we're gonna go through them shits no matter how long they take.
True, but I think
proper, like,
I think to your point, like
we're not gonna get a proper lawyer.
TJ in the hood ain't going to get
it's
I
not.
don't know what the fuck little TJ doing, but I know I'm going to get a proper one.
Yes. All little TJs. So
Yeah, little TJ need to figure that shit out.
But they looking for all little TJs, so it's like a setup. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the real little TJ.
Yeah, for real. No, they looking at me like,
my man.
Yeah.
like nigga, he ain't crazy. You know?
Yo.
They ain't trying to come at me, but they looking for little TJ in them because they know little TJ.
I can't wait till this nigga show drop. We're doing.
Yo, hold up. For the record, this is the most Kodak has ever said.
Kanice,
For the record,
thank you.
for the record, this is the most Kodak has ever said.
Give it up for Kodak.
Kodak is going Kodak going wild.
What the fuck is going on?
Kodak going wild. Yo.
This is Kodak going wild today. Look, he said these niggas.
No, I'm regular black. I'm regular black. I'm regular black. No.
Wait, Anthony?
Oh! Hey, wait. Hold on. I gotta stop everything. I gotta stop everything because he has a habit. He has a habit of calling people their government names all the time. Stop!
Those are the relationships.
Stop it!
Those are the relationships I have. I have great relationships.
Yo. Yo, that's crazy.
That's because we do good business.
No, we keep it business.
And when we
keep
do
it
business, they say your partner George, and I'd be like, yes, George.
He just did it again.
Gio, shout out to Ace Gio. My
sorry.
partner in crime and
Okay.
everything.
So this is a little bit serious. I wanna
Mm-hmm.
I wanna change the tone.
Nah, let's go.
But you know, since you keep bringing up some things,
Let's get
there's
it.
a saying by them. I don't know who them is or they.
I got you.
They say if you want to hide things from colored people,
Put it in the
put it in a book.
Put it in the book.
So you got a contract. You didn't read the contract.
They are okay. They are definitely making.
They are definitely right.
They're making a mistake for not reading the contract.
100%. So whose fault is that?
But when you're going to little TJ at 15, what can you expect from
Then
him?
you gotta hire an entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
This is part of the game, baby.
Bro,
Nah, we
targeting the
nah.
little TJ. That's why I keep saying little
I
TJ.
can't accept that, Khaled. I can't accept that. We cannot continue to be in that space, bro.
No, we not. I'm
We
here.
can't.
I'm speaking. I'm like, nah.
So. All right. No. Check this out. Check this out.
You must manage him or something.
Cool. No.
Oh, something right
He
here.
don't. Shit. Not yet.
At least it's a possibility.
We gonna be alright though. Yo.
Don't worry. If he gets your contract,
We don't got no choice.
We gonna read your contract.
Hell
man.
yeah. And you gonna sit there and read it with me.
I'll read it. And we're gonna change a few things.
Yeah, of course.
And I keep it real because if you go back, you gotta go back. James Brown and them, right?
Okay.
Oh shit.
James Brown and them niggas had guns. They was running up in their labels with guns because they was trying to rob them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that was like a common thing. They had to they had to stand up for themselves because if you didn't, you was gonna get jerked. Why are 90% of the artists in the game right now getting jerked? Why?
Because they're not reading their
You know, there's
contracts.
two perspectives to things, so you know.
It is true to say. I'm
Like,
just
you understand,
Well,
like, you know, we go back to DJing.
This is different than music. I think that's why, like, you know, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm out there.
yes.
Yeah, you're allowed. You're allowed to do
Live
that.
like that, bro.
Coming off the street, right?
Yeah.
Music business is different from music.
You guys from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You get in and think somebody's your friend.
Yeah.
Ain't grow with you,
Right.
right? When you go to the grocery store, you say, "Oh, no, I'm here." No, here's your receipt. This is what you bought.
Yeah,
You know?
There's
But if they start putting money into you, you're not just an artist no more.
there's no one.
money back.
The music business is not structured for the actual artist
Exactly.
because we're thinking about just being the artist. We don't have to accept it, but the majority of it, if you're coming from a place where I'm trying to figure out on a daily basis how I'm going to eat,
How I'm gonna eat.
and then all of a sudden someone's offering me
got a steak
$1 million or $500,000, I'm gonna should I do this or should I go back to figuring out how I'm gonna eat? They're just gonna be like, I don't care what this says, I'm gonna do this.
And it's wrong to do that, but it's human. Like you're gonna do that. I'm sorry. Like
The ones who survive are the ones who manage their way through, let's call it the show. And they go, okay, you know what? I'm going to use music as my stepping stone into clothing business, into whatever the other case may be. Those are the ones who segue into that. Unfortunately, the world we live in, the majority of these guys get caught up in the money, the cars, the jewelry, and
Yeah, bro.
but the financial literacy, we're not taught that.
we learning it now.
Let's just be real. Be real. They get the money, and they, first of all, somebody that work as hard as you, I don't care if they're from your neighborhood or not, you gotta figure it out. This is my opportunity.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Sure.
That's a fact.
I'm in
True.
LBK, but I got friends showing up.
Exactly. True. Yeah, almost that in AI career.
Almost.
That's a fact.
But
look at Ray Allen.
Nobody,
Look-
I got this opportunity.
Yeah.
So now the labels take the money back, and your friends are messing up money, going out partying. You have to be so disciplined that you say, you know what, I got this opportunity. How can I do it? Now, that's your opportunity. You wrote it, you took it, you sat down, you did the business. Once it's got it,
That's how it goes.
Yo,
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
I'm not saying once you
but
sign.
independent is good too, because
I'm saying independent is the way now. I'm sorry, we got this technology. We need to use it.
yeah.
Rex, real quick. Chameleonaire, right? if you know Chameleonair's career, right? He dropped the song, I guess, Riding Dirty, right? And then he just disappeared. He did what he was doing what he had to do. Even him, I don't know him, but I take him as a smart dude because
He
like
invests
you
a lot
said,
of money in
he
real
used
estate.
he used it as a stepping stone.
Right.
But even this smart guy who goes into real estate had to he hired Jay-Z's lawyer to go back into his contracts, found like 500,000. What's that?
It happens. It happens.
That's what it is.
Is that lying shit, or is that the sneaky underhanded shit where they taking your money? Like, what's happening with that?
You got.
I think it's how the world is set up, though. I mean, think about it. If you when you go to court. I mean, I've never been to court.
I was just about to say that.
Never been to court.
Like when Rex went to court.
No, that wasn't me. One of my friends was in court. So I went to see him, and they was using some words. I was like, and I felt like my vocab is pretty, extensive.
No, it's
Right.
It's law language. Like it's a different language.
But I feel like that's the reason why you have to hire an attorney, because the judge is going to use those words you're talking about, and somebody's going to translate, and you can't.
So why are you?
If you in a public school, you can't unless you put in an extra word.
You're sitting that paper in front of little TJ. He's gonna go hire a lawyer real quick, or is he gonna get some lawyers?
You know.
He's not gonna do it.
So let me ask you something. Let me.
Raw people too. Raw people.
No, because it's interesting at this point. Now at this point though, Kodak, real shit. What would you recommend? Would you recommend them to give you?
Get with a guy like this, or just focus on your craft. Get on that internet and start posting. Post crazy. Get on TikTok. Go everywhere. Go to Facebook. TikTok.
It's not. It's not.
Not the TikTok that might be killing the record.
I told you, kill
Right.
Fuel TikTok. Kill it.
Do you think TikTok is affecting the radio and the record industry, or do you think TikTok is just affecting?
Well, the thing is,
We had talked about that.
Hold up a
so
second.
the thing is, I haven't thought that through all the way, because TikTok is a way for you to promote yourself.
Right.
So why wouldn't you do that? But and people are getting signed from TikTok.
Based off of TikTok.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if TikTok becomes the air quotation machine that puts the money behind you, because you have to understand the money behind you is what makes you win.
True. Yeah. True
You
indeed.
have to understand, like,
True indeed.
and I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Oh no, I love that. Let's go.
But
shit.
yeah, I should know you flat earther. I can tell too. Oh no, I can tell. No, I can let. That's what got your eyes covered. Take your
Ready.
Not a flat earther.
He turned this shit into a flat earther.
I believe
He said he's a flat
He's
earther.
ready.
No. Not a flat earther. But there's a lot of stuff going on that needs to be discussed.
Absolutely.
100%.
100%.
I lost my point though.
No. I mean, you know what? Doubling back. I mean, for you, for radio, for the quality and the quantity that you're getting from the artist, is it what you need? Does the quality need to get better? As far as an independent artist, or do you think that the technology has caught up, so we're there?
So,
because before you have to spend, $500, $1,000 just to get a song mastered. Now, $5,000. Let's okay. I'm going short.
Get that right.
Nowadays, someone can master a song, mix a song, and master it, and get it to the radio.
Right.
And it takes a half hour, and they've paid $20 literally, and get it to you. So, do you see the quality? Has the quality changed over the years for you?
So what I will say is this: is that yes is the answer to that question. Like, as you know, I work for Hot 937. That's a plug.
Shout out to Hot 937.
Shout out to Hot 937.
I'm coming back 93. Just
And while we doing that, shelter, for the record. So we have a show Friday nights. Michi does it. Local artist, 1 hour. And like I listen when I'm in the car, and I'm like, the sound has gotten so much better.
Right.
Like some people, you're like, did they pay for mastering? And the quality is so much better. People have gotten better, but understand there's levels to this. To this. Shout out to Philly. Cause Meek said that, right? There's levels to this, right? Mm-hmm. There is levels. So someone that makes a record today could circle back 5 years from now and be like, that was trash. I'm so much better.
Right.
A lot of artists not willing to admit that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I made a record. My mom likes it. It's a hit right now. And you understand, like,
right.
And if you don't believe me, I work Hot 927 Monday through Fridays, Saturday 6 to 9.
Plug.
I'm remembering that. I gotta get on. I'm listening.
Wait,
you can listen. If I play,
what time Monday through Friday?
12 to 1.
Gotcha.
Which is funny. When I used to do midnight to 3, that's 3 hours. I got like 8 times the listeners in 1 hour. It's crazy. it's mind numbing, but whatever. So if you give me a local record right now and we didn't tell anybody's local I play it, everybody would know. You'd be like, you could just tell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people gotta understand. Yes, you sound good, but you gotta think about Nicki Minaj telling Meek Mill, you gotta step your bars up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta create.
You let your girl tell you gotta step your bars up because there's a different level to what you think.
You gotta create a universal record.
100%.
In order to compete.
Right.
100%.
That makes sense. I'm not mad at none of that.
No, so you gotta make.
I'm mad, but I'm not mad at none of that.
No,
Ain't nobody saying
It's a double edged.
you're
It's a double edged sword though, because I think one of the problems that it's not a problem. One of the things that I've had personally was making music for television, but not necessarily making it for radio. You know what I mean? So it was like, this is doing this. Yeah, it's doing well here,
right?
But it doesn't translate there. You know what I mean? To the point where, okay, do I sacrifice 2.5 million viewers here to get a few listeners?
No, you're strategic.
Locally?
That's why I say you
So
know
it goes back to that.
how to manipulate that system.
But you have
Everybody
a guy.
can't do that.
You have a guy like Chris Webby, who I think is amazing.
We could break him down. I was gonna bring him up earlier. So I want to say this to y'all.
Yes.
So we met through radio. We've come to a level where we are brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I mean, you're young. I want to.
We about to be brothers. Rex.
No. If you real with
He's
yours,
adopted. He's adopted.
100.
Shit.
So listen, like women. Not to pick on women, but women use words like never and always. Right. And that's their vernacular. That's how they say, right?
That's his opinion.
I'm gonna use the word. Right. Listen, this man is never. That's a woman's word too.
Yeah.
Never, not one time said, "Keep putting my record on the radio." So the radio he got, I did it on my own. Like never.
Nice.
And then and so to understand a man that has a friend that works in radio. And never asked, but got the best resume I've ever seen in my life. If y'all know somebody better, y'all can name them right now while we're on the camera.
I can't.
My thing with
Name them. We're right here on camera.
It's, I mean, that's the truth. My thing with Rex has always been like, hey man, this is what I'm doing. Here, check it out. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, it's fine.
Right.
And I've always said I'm not, really relying on that. And I think as an artist, I think that artists need to just understand that there's alternate methods of getting your music out there. Right. Like if you're an artist, there's no reason for you, no matter how young or how old you are, there's no reason for you to stop creating art. That's what it is. No one told Picasso to stop creating. Right. No one told Basquiat to stop creating. Right. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how old you are. Create and put it out.
So with that being said, not to cut you off.
No.
So do you feel like radio is not relevant?
I think
you better sit it right there.
No, I think radio always. I think radios will always remain relevant because I think you always have that listener.
Would do it.
Yes. There's that online world. Yes, there's that instant gratification world where they can download it and do this. But I think radio is always going to remain relevant just to the people who don't want to stream. You have that person who wants to just be in their car. They want to just turn on the radio and not have to think about it. And you just let's ride down south. Let's ride wherever. And let's just hear.
So is it safe to say that as an artist, right? You need to hit cover all the bases.
I think you need to
Radio,
Yeah, you got
internet,
you have
social media,
You have to.
I'll keep it real with you.
hand in hand.
You have to check off every box nowadays as an artist. Radio, check.
Right.
Internet, check. Social media, check. And the one part that artists don't understand is they need to look into, all right, if I'm sitting around and I'm watching, you know, the Kardashians on VH1 or whatever the case is.
You watch that shit?
No, I don't.
Oh,
my wife watches it all the time.
So you
often.
watch it a little
I don't-
bit when
No,
she
I
watches
don't.
it.
I walk out. I
watch
leave.
all the time.
So
My
anyway,
sex tape better though.
if I'm sitting around and I'm watching, I heard that.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting around and I'm watching whatever, it's just like
OnlyFans.
you have OnlyFans. People have to.
She's looking like, what the fuck? Like
Rex may have an OnlyFans page that we don't know
Right.
about. I'm not quite sure.
only Wrexx.
I don't want to know about it.
$5,000 subscription, right?
Congratulations.
Hold up. You got, Rex, you gotta do this again. The Beast OnlyFans.
The Beast.
AKA the Beast.
Abs too, cameraman.
You know what? But artists need to understand that. Okay, we're sitting here watching everything we watch.
Right.
It has music behind it, whether it's a commercial, whether it's a TV show, whatever the case is. We just need to understand that there's alternate methods and go online and just figure out how to get there.
Rex,
You know,
what,
it's that simple.
what is your advice for, like we said, we don't like to use local.
I hate that.
What is your advice? What is your advice for upcoming and independent artists? I mean, being at the radio, you know what I mean. You see what it is. Like you got like the whole platform because artists need the radio. You know what I mean? But as we see, the radio is programmed, not your show because you spend. You know what I mean? But these local artists or independent artists don't have wax. They're not. You know, he's spinning wax.
Right. But the thing is, the artists that are serious about their business, we're here for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand, like, what people don't understand, like, people come at Buck all the time, like he's a problem. I'm on the other side behind that closed door where he was like, yo, what can we do for these artists? You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of artists feel like, I leave the studio, I give it to the radio, mama, I made it. You didn't make it.
Right.
You gotta put the work in.
That's just the start.
Right.
You gotta put the work in.
You gotta put the work in.
And not to cut you off, but here's what I know about Buck. Like I know Buck from when it was mixtape Buck. You know what I'm saying? When Buck was bringing his mixtapes to the malls and trying to get them in different stores and doing it. He was doing that. You know, and he would call and be like, yo, what you need? You know, how many did I move? How many do you need? You know, he was active. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
we in that era still?
We're not
Because
in
that's
that
the
era.
DJ Clue era. You feel me?
We're
not saying that. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you're not doing that now.
No,
You understand what I'm saying?
I have a clue.
I said that. I said that about
Cool. I'm cool. You my man. You my man.
I said that about Buck to bridge the gap of understanding that Buck came from that world where you had to be active.
Right.
Buck at one point was an
Right.
independent DJ
Right.
being active. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And,
but
as
we-
far as a rapper or a DJ, you gotta be active.
So can I ask y'all if y'all familiar with this word piecework?
What is it? What's the word?
Piecework.
Piecework.
So but when some of us is younger, you might be older than the rest of us, but you got
Put
paid.
that shit over there, right?
Yeah, that's right. You caveman.
Yo,
like-
man, right there, yo.
So piecework was basically you got paid for what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you came to work today, you like, yo, my kid gotta go to college. You not talking. You not on your. Well, there was no phone anyway. But you wasn't on your phone. You was doing no so. You was banging it out.
You just trying to stay late.
If the company said you got to do 100% today, you got 150%. You earned. Everybody worked. Think about bricklayers. Everybody worked.
Right.
Then somebody was like, I'm tired of this shit. We need hourly wages. As soon as they came with hourly wages, the work ethic started going out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Sleeping in the closet somewhere.
It's like the same thing with artists. They feel like once they put that record out,
That's it.
the work is done. That is the beginning of the hustle. Like
can agree
you
with
gotta
you with
make.
that.
We talk about that.
Everything in life is about relationships.
Right.
Whether it be in your house, with your kids, with your girl, at your job, whatever it is, all about relationships. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they forget about building relationships.
Yeah,
A lot of people forget
That's so
about going to pull up on it. Like, I meet artists that's like, yo, wherever you're going to be at, get a VIP, I'm buying bottles, and they come and they just build relationships with the club, with the people. They walking around buying shots. You know what I'm saying? But again, we also know that a lot of these artists don't have no money.
They're not authentic.
They're not authentic. There we go. They're not authentic. That's what it is.
They're not authentic. And that's one of the problems.
I want to pick them. They're not authentic. Let's say that they don't have any backbone to be like, I don't got no money. Like,
well,
these young people
they
are
not
okay.
authentic.
Like, these young people are okay with saying I don't got no money.
That's cool. Like you should be.
Yeah, can I get $40? I don't got no money.
I don't like that, but
We ain't saying that.
Work it out. But Rex, you know what I personally feel? Like you said, radio's coming back. I think radio could come back real strong if they give the DJs that control that y'all had before. Where the DJs broke the records. They brought the hottest songs to the, like you knew the hottest song because the DJ had it. You know what I'm saying? They get y'all more that control of the music. I think that'll bring radio back.
Only thing about that is, and this is the reality to me, this is my take on it. The only thing about that shit is that who pays the radio will get scared because honestly, Connecticut alone, there's some talent here, bro.
Yeah.
Boy.
When this state, right, get to that point to where we're like Atlanta, where they like, yo, this law, the trickle, let's call it the trickle down effect.
Right.
When you get one artist that, then it's the next artist from there, the next artist from there, the next artist from there.
Yep.
When this state of Connecticut get that trickle down effect, shit is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but I think y'all create that. I think they create the.
Well, that's to me, and it's no
DJs
disrespect to the radio. I think that's what one of the problems is. If we can't get broke on the radio, we're never gonna break.
And that's what I that gets to my point.
But how many spins break?
Huh?
How many spins break? Because there's artists, but they have 10 spins.
Well, I'm not gonna
50,
necessarily blame it on the
200.
radio. I'm gonna blame it on the work ethic, though. You feel what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not gonna just like blame it on the radio, like you said. They drop their shit off to the radio, and then they're like, "Mama, I made it." No, you don't.
That's the whole thing. You gotta if you're looking for the radio spins, then you gotta up your social media.
Right. That's what I mean.
You gotta up your online presence.
Right.
Period. And you have to put the work in. You gotta do the shows, and you gotta do the whole thing. It's gotta be
I
the full
think
package.
artists here don't know how to do that.
That's a fact.
But so, question though. So if a label comes to you and they're like, I want you, right?
Not who this nigga?
I'm out. I'm like, yo,
You don't want me.
No, you
No, go ahead. Right.
you know too much about the game.
Right.
We don't want him.
No,
You need a dummy.
that knowledgeable motherfucker, get him out of here. Oh yeah. Heard like this nigga's like the Dave Chappelle of rap. No.
Connick is forming a union.
Right.
He's like, I want health insurance for everyone.
Fuck. What's up?
I want to ask Rex, like, how do you feel about the inmate population in Connecticut that they're listening during midday and like upstate New York that when they reach.
I mean, the inmates are a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And it's just.
This is my brother. He just came home from doing 30 years a few months ago. He did 30 joints. So just to let you know, Rex is my
In a row?
straight through.
too much respect for that. Like that's crazy.
Give it up to my brother for doing
Because my brother did 18 and I thought that
Right. Give it up to your brother, man. Give it up to your brother, man.
Yo, hold on.
You did 30?
Yeah. Huh?
30? Yeah, he did 30.
No. I just want to, I mean, because we got
30, you still like you 40 years old.
for us. You damn sure
You in 6th grade?
Sixth grade. The shit that nigga was doing at 6th grade was crazy. But yeah, he could have went in at 6th grade. Shit.
Now I want to break it down real quick because we gotta be out.
All right, let. All right, go.
I mean, I appreciate. I know there was a question that went unanswered, and hopefully we can get to that next time around. Hopefully you'll come back next time. You know what I'm saying? But because of sponsorships and everything else, we're on a time frame and everything. So we got to be professional about it.
Okay.
That's just the real shit. I appreciate you coming, bro. I know how much your grind is. I know you in the clubs, you in the radio, you doing as much as you possibly can do. You know, we appreciate you coming and taking the time out just to be with us, honestly. You know, this is part of our journey. You're part of our journey now, and we appreciate you for that. Whatever you have to say, you know what I'm saying? Anything you have to say closing out, you know, how you feel about the music business, how you feel about just DJing. I mean, you've been DJing forever in a day, and you do the best at it.
And the change of time and everything.
You know, the change of time and everything. We need.
I have a growing up, I like cliches. You know what I'm saying? And like one of my favorites is the strength in numbers.
Right.
And people have to understand that there's literally strength in numbers. So artists have to get together. Some artists got to figure out. Everybody can't be Batman all the time. Somebody got to be Robin. You know what I'm saying? So if you from an area, which I hate to say that because we're all one state. If somebody's hot and you know they hot,
support them.
You got to get behind them.
Yeah, support them.
Yeah. You have to understand, like, there was a group from Connecticut that
Rex, you seen the other show when I was saying that same shit?
No,
I'm just fucking. Nah, go ahead.
So there was a group from Connecticut, right, that a lot of people disliked, but they outworked everybody, right? I literally.
I know who you're talking
I don't
about.
want to. I'm not saying that. Not on camera. Not.
Are they related?
Nah. Shout out to my brother.
Okay.
Though. Shout out to my brother. I hope you staying up. I know where you at. You know what I'm saying?
So
you know.
So one day I was at Hartford, the Shell gas station on Albany Avenue. And that group, that particular group pulled up. And they ran up on somebody, was like, you want to buy my CDs, $5. Mm-hmm. They looked at the CD, they saw the name, you know, they threw the CD right in front of their face. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So typically, that's supposed to be an on-site situation. Right. That kind of disrespect, right?
Right.
But I was so caught off guard. Like, what?
Did they purchase it?
That just happened?
Did they purchase it first?
No.
Okay.
It was like, oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Fucking shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if you purchase my shit and you throw it, oh, I got the $5, $10.
So the same group was like, Connecticut's not supporting us.
Yeah.
They go down south. Mm-hmm. They buy 10,000. Rest in peace, my CD Rich. Right. 10,000. Right. Go down south. They was going to supermarkets, churches. Old ladies said, I'll buy it. I'll buy it off you. $5.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sold 10,000 CDs down south.
Yeah.
And that's why they even say, remember, one of y'all brought up Atlanta. Atlanta's like the hot spot. Like,
yeah.
They
you gotta go on and get.
They took the money. It came back. They all bought jewelry. So they looked the part. They bought a van. They had a rap. They did all those things. They got big Ray J, all these big artists on their records with the money. But it was unfortunate to be like, you got to go out of your own state.
It's been that way from.
Unfortunate.
It's been that way for.
Like that makes me sick to my stomach because like how if you hear something hot, you can't tell us how.
No.
Bro, it's classic that hip hop was created in the Bronx, New York. And you got motherfuckers going, I say this all the time, going platinum in China. You ain't got a motherfucker in Connecticut did nothing.
Yeah.
You got producers or whatever, but I'm talking about as far as artists. You know what I mean?
Bounce back to what Rex was saying. Shout out to my brother Mook. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Mook. I hope you're doing well, brother.
Kind of figured that's what it was.
Shout out to Mook. Shout out to Mook. I mean, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mook Affair.
Salute.
You know, salute. You know, stay up, brother. I hope you're being strong. You know, so.
He's definitely been strong. We spoke the other day and he's stronger than ever.
That's what's up.
So what you're saying is, because I was going to say that, street teams coming back. Like when Jay did it with Dame, they were selling stuff out the trunk. They take that route. Look, we're going down Virginia and do. I think every city is like that. Like Philly, they don't really. Everybody's like that because it's like, oh, your success is my I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you. So when you get to different cities.
But Philly's different though.
Philly is
like
way
people
different.
People in Philly still rap. The DJ still DJ.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different.
I love that. I can't front.
No, like, so, and the thing is, it's like, what if it happens to just supporting you just because your talent is good? You know what I'm saying? Anything you do, somebody can find something negative to say for no reason. And you got to make a decision in your own mind to not be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will admit, for the record, there was a time when I had a stack of local CDs. I'm not listening to this. The one that went to a show at Toast Place, I met this African dude. I want to say his name was Obas. It's crazy. Not like,
Shout out to Obas.
You remember, right?
I know Obas. I know Obas personally. Yeah. Shout out to Obas.
I think
You're
Obas fucking
not
Rick
gonna
Ross
believe
right
it.
now.
So I got this thing where I'm not gonna be in the madness that, you know, black people get accused of a lot of things. I'm not gonna be in that. So you come to me, you're like, hey Rex, look at the radio station. Let me give you a CD. How much does it cost? I'm gonna support you. I'm trying to start a trend where you like, yo, DJ Wrexx from 937 bought my record. Nice. You know what I'm saying? I buy the record. I'm going home one night. My man is driving. I'm hammered. I'm like, I was paid this. I'm gonna listen. I put it in. I was like, I went home and listened to every CD in that stack. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what you got. You know what I'm saying? And people never take the time to support or listen.
Yeah.
Gotta listen.
Yeah.
So shout out to Obas. I haven't seen you in a million years.
Shout out to
But if
Obas.
you around, man,
I think
you changed my life, man.
Obas is I think Obas is somewhere working some shit with Rick Ross right now. I see him do a lot of shit with Rick Ross.
Yeah, shout out to Obas. Hapase, you know what I'm saying? He been doing
that.
that. Yeah, he been doing that shit, man.
I know it's just the
that's a whole nother show,
yeah,
man.
It is.
Obas and I did showcases like a long time ago. That's a whole nother show.
I'm talking about, you understand, we're talking double-digit years ago. This man did that to me. It made just, like, that man made me a better person. I haven't spoken to him since then.
It's a difference, man. That's what's up.
Listen, man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, like, when people pull up on you, and that's the thing, you go down south, I might not never listen to this, but I'm gonna support you anyway.
Yeah. Right.
If this $3 or $5 is gonna help you, can you get a CD press for probably 60 cents right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in my day, it didn't start like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a different grind.
JB, close it out.
It starts to sound repetitive every time I close out a show because it's like we could do this shit all day, man. So much shit that I want to talk to him about that we can't touch on within this time. Like you said, due to sponsorship and certain shit, but Rex, man, I really appreciate you. Like I said, you gave me something that I always wanted, man, was to hear one of my artists on a major radio station. You know what I mean? So I thank you. And on behalf of the podcast, For the Record podcast, we definitely thank you, man, for coming and blessing us with your presence, man, because
You're welcome.
It's very informative with what you're saying, man. And these artists need to know what's going on out here, man, and how to interact with people and DJs and these radio stations. You know what I mean? Because we need more people like you to enlighten them and open them up to what, you know what I mean, what they need to be for us to be successful, man. And that's why we're here for the record. So I appreciate you, man. And this is the end of episode 8 for the record. My man DJ Wrexx. 93.7.
Appreciate you, bro.
Monday through Fridays.
Appreciate
Definitely tune in. What time you on Monday through Friday?
12 to 1, baby.
12 to 1.
Midday workout.
Every
Saturday
Saturday, 6
workout.
to 9.
Yo, I appreciate you, brother. I'm sure they do.
Nah,
I'm sure
you already know.
So, of course, I salute